Hey guys, what's going on? Christian Hanna here today. Today we're doing another horror Blu-rays. I want you to own. I'm ready for another one. It's been a little while, and it's time. My most requested video series, so I'm happy to oblige. So we got a decent little stack today. I want to show you guys another five, and yeah, let's just get right into it. No particular order, as usual. I don't think it's really like a ranking. It's just five Blu-rays I want you to own. Let's start with Kino Lorber because this is a company that I get messages on a semi-regular basis asking about them, where to start, etc., etc. And they have a vast catalog. They have a lot of old movies. They try to put out some new movies. It looks like they're trying to get their hands on some Scream Factory titles as well. But one title I can say is a great way to start. Sean Cunningham, who actually created Friday the 13th, he directed a movie in 1989 called Deep Star 6. Now, this is an amazing underwater creature feature with a great cast that you'll actually recognize a lot of faces from. This movie and Leviathan are kind of like competitors. They came out around the same time, almost the exact same time, quite frankly, and they were both underwater exploration monster movies. Between the two, I've always given the edge to Deep Star 6. I think Sean Cunningham did an amazing job. The monster in this movie is disgustingly big and nasty and monstrous, and it's a very well-made creature feature. It's a movie that has an audience but needs to reach more people, so this is one I think you'll really like. Sean Cunningham is a great director. You'll love this movie. I think it's a really good creature feature. That is Deep Star 6 from Kino. I know that they have really cool artwork on there. Look at that thing. Just to let you know, yeah. Deep Star 6, guys. This is a great one. The picture quality is really, really good on this as well. So I don't think you'll be disappointed with Deep Star 6 whatsoever. Kino Lorber, get your hands on that. Next up is a movie that I love this movie. It's not necessarily that it's not talked about because, look, it's a big movie, but it's one that some people fade out before getting to this, and I can understand why, but I want to say one of my favorites from the 90s is Psycho 4, The Beginning. This is a really cool prequel. I'm not really a prequel kind of guy usually, but this one was done really good. Now, this is a TV movie directed by Mick Garris, starring Anthony Perkins, and it stars the kid from E.T. and Olivia Hussey. Olivia Hussey is plays the mom of Norman, and she was fantastic. The kid Norman is great. I love Psycho 4. This one is really interesting. It tells the tale of Norman's upbringing really well, and I think it's just a damn good prequel. I know that Mick Garris has talked about when this film was done and Anthony watched it, he went up to Mick and said, "Hey, this was really great. I'm really proud of this movie. I'm really happy with the way this turned out." And I can totally see why, because Psycho 4 is a really cool prequel. Really suspenseful. There's some great moments, and it's a great look back. And Anthony Perkins is great. I don't want to really spoil what he does in the movie, but the back and forth is perfect. Really cool. So, Psycho 4, this is from Scream Factory. Don't sleep on that for me, please. Go ahead and get your hands on Psycho 4. I really, really, really love this one. I think I like it more than 3, quite frankly. This is a Blu-ray that's a budget blue. It's a cheaper blue, and I want you to get it because it's just a good movie. We have a lot of Barbara Crampton fans in here, I'm sure. This movie called We Are Still Here. I love this movie. This is a damn good modern film. Barbara Crampton and her husband move into this house down in some kind of like wintry base, winter climate, somewhere in the States, and they're starting over. They lost their son, and it's really cold. But this house that they moved in has some ghosts or skeletons in the closet, if you will. And it actually has some really creepy visuals. I mean, genuinely really creepy visuals that got me the first time I watched it. It's very captivating. It's very emotional. It's very entertaining. High rewatch value. We Are Still Here. This stars Barbara Crampton. Please, guys, give this one a shot if you haven't seen it. You may be able to stream it on Shudder, but I can promise you this is a own it type of movie. We Are Still Here. I really like it. So get your hands on that. Check that out. This is a budget blue. I think I got it for like $7 at FYE. Check Amazon. Dirt cheap, but it's really good. I promise it's really good. Next up, we'll go to some Stephen King action. Stephen King's he's had a lot of his stuff turned into movies. Obviously, the majority of his stuff, I would say, from a certain period of time, and one that has a great fan base, but I want to push at least one more person to this one. It's one of my favorites of all time from his catalog is Graveyard Shift. Now, what's so great about Graveyard Shift is It has the great Brad Dourif in it, and he is like a supporting character in here. But when I say he steals the show, I mean he steals the show, and it really should be no surprise after all, because Brad Dourif is the best. He's an exterminator that's got to take out all these rats in this factory that they're working at, and it's really trippy. But Graveyard Shift is awesome. It has this more downright dirty feel, kind of rental horror feel than a lot of Stephen. It feels a little bit different than a lot of the Stephen King movies. Now it feels like Stephen King, I guess you could say, but it has this different quality to it that makes it stand out big time for me in terms of movies that were turned into that were adapted from Stephen King work. So Graveyard Shift is one I love to death. I watch this one so awesome. You can't go wrong with early 90s horror. Graveyard Shift delivers on a big scale. And if you're afraid of rats, this is definitely the movie for you. Graveyard Shift is amazing. I love it. Last but certainly not least, one of my favorite movies. This is probably one of my favorite Jamie Lee Curtis movies. And the truth is, it's really a Stacy Keach movie, but I didn't get this movie for a while because it didn't sound like it was going to be my cup of tea. The truth is that this movie actually turned into one of my all-time favorites, guys. Road Games is awesome. I love Road Games. You talk about a good time. Road Games is suspenseful. It's entertaining. Stacy Keach, who you may know him from Body Bags. He was the guy that wanted his hair back, and he was doing everything he can, putting spray on his head, combing it in weird directions. Check out Body Bags if you haven't seen that. But Road Games is amazing, suspenseful, great picture, great road picture, if you will. And Stacy and Jamie Lee are great in this. So I give this movie 2 massive thumbs up. And it's got a lot of great special features, especially a new interview with Stacy Keach, the star. You'll love Stacy Keach if you haven't seen him. You'll take to him like a fish in water. He's just really lovable. He's so easy to get behind as a character. He's got that X factor that some actors have that you just like. I just like this guy. I want to see this guy do well. This movie's great. Road Games from Scream Factory. So there it is, guys. Another 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own. I love doing this series. I'm hoping we've got some gems in here and some movies in here that can push. I can push towards you to check out if you haven't seen it yet. Always let me know which movie you would like to see in this series that I can hopefully try to help push onto an audience member out there, and which one of those you might be interested in. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. You can call me CHH. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.